Yeah, you know what time it is. Valhalla Hour, let's go! Kick back, put on your headphones tight. Rob and Matt, bringing fire every night. From the land of 10,000 lakes, we rule the scene. With a crew so fresh, keeping it raw and clean. Minnesota Vikings, kings of the north. We wear our purple heart and let the battle roar forth. Breaking down the game, dissecting the plays. With passion so fierce, we'll set the night ablaze. So give us a follow, hit that like. Share it with your crew, you know we're about to strike. Valhalla, our podcast, living life bold, where legends are made and stories are told.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Valhalla Hour. I am your host, Sir SoCal. With me, as always, is Matthew Lissateri and Mr. Winkleman. How are we?
We're good.
We're good.
All right, so we didn't play Sunday, so we technically had a mini bye, so we don't have a previous game to look over. So we're going to jump right into some of our good topics. So the first one is to look ahead to the rest of the season. And before we begin with that, I got to start off with another painful topic. Adrian Peterson was rearrested. Another DUI. A DWI, and he also had a Glock.
Why?
He had a vodka mix, according to what he told an officer in Texas.
I mean, switch now. You're gonna get a DWI.
That's not his first. He had a DWI after the draft party in Minneapolis like a year or two ago.
Exactly. No, it was this year.
Was it this last year?
So
It was.
now it's
Okay.
two in 1 year, and
Yeah.
then a switching incident. When in what year was that?
13,
What,
14,
2016?
something like that.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have that whole meme that likes to go around of the most arrests in the NFL, and the Vikings lead it. He's half of them.
Yeah.
What's funny
Come
is
on.
the Packers defensive tackle. When they actually brought that out, the Packers defensive tackle was one of the guys that we had that we drafted it was on our roster when he got it something to do
Yeah.
with
So
Young, something like that.
something.
Uh,
But I think Adrian Peterson has a substance problem with alcohol and needs a lot of rehabilitation.
well,
Yes,
in
I
his
know.
defense, he's millions of dollars in debt, so he probably can't afford that Uber.
I mean, he's a Viking legend. I don't know what's going on, how he's making money.
Buying
He
freaking
spent all his
pokers.
money. That's what the problem is.
He's doing those poker tournaments where he's fighting people.
Yeah. But look ahead to the rest of the season. We're going to do a little projecting. So I will leave week 9 off until the score predictions. So we're going to leave that behind. Baltimore, week 10, next weekend, back at home. For the
L.
first time and almost the first time in a month. Well, it
L.
depends on if Lamar Jackson plays. What are we
He
saying?
played. He played last he played Thursday night and he had 4 touchdowns. So.
Okay. And then week 11, we play Chicago at home, and that'll be the last time we see
W.
Chicago this year.
Dub, sweet.
Dub.
Break out the brooms, so
Sweet.
we'll be at 4 and whatever. Then we go on the road to Lambeau.
L.
W.
I'm going with W.
It depends on how healthy our O line is. If Kelly's off concussion protocol after his 4 week minimum and he's back and healthy, and Darisaw and O'Neal are back to close to 100%, we have a full 5 starting O line. Maybe, because then maybe you can get something out of Mason and Jones. But Parsons and Gary are going to make McCarthy's life a living hell, and that terrifies me. And Jordan Love's super hot right now, and our secondary kind of sucks. So I don't know. I think Watson's going to have a big game against our secondary because again, we just don't have tall physical corners, and he's a tall physical receiver. So
Yeah.
They don't have a tall physical receiver though. That's the problem.
I literally
say
just
W.
Christian Watson. I just said he's back and healthy. So
I
This
say
is
W.
like this is like
Christian
the
Watson's like
latest-
6'3".
This is the latest I've seen in a long time that we've played Green Bay for the first time in a long time. Nearly a year since we last saw them.
Yeah.
Then once again that we go to Seattle.
When do we play Seattle in Minnesota?
We need Seattle in Minnesota. It feels like a long time since we played Seattle in Minnesota. NFL scheduler, if you are watching this, which I probably guarantee you're not, please schedule a Seattle game in Minnesota.
Was the last time when they were here in the playoffs with the Blair Walsh chain?
I don't know. So I would say that could be a win. We know Darnold. We can probably do something.
I mean, Smith Najigba is a really good receiver. So again, I just don't trust their secondary until proven otherwise. But I'm not worried about their run game. They don't even know what they're doing. Like Charbonnet is decent. Walker hasn't really done anything, so that doesn't scare me. Darnold, if Andrew Van Ginkel's still healthy and Grenard's healthy, like we know if you stack him, he doesn't perform very well. So
Yeah, so we're saying 5 wins right now. Washington, December 7th.
They're not that good this year. That could be a sneaky W. McLaurin can't stay healthy. Daniels is just having a kind of a sophomore slump. Like they don't really have a run game. Their defense is not great.
I'm putting that as a W.
And McCarthy should be in his 3rd week starting in a row. Hopefully he's finding a rhythm by then.
Yeah. Then we go on the road, week 15, and we play the Dallas Cowgirls.
Oof.
That should be a W.
I don't know, man. It should be. Dallas has no defense, but I mean their offense is really fucking good, so that's going to be a shootout. I don't think McCarthy can outduel Dak.
Yeah. Then we go back on the road to play the Giants in New York.
Dub.
So that's right now. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Then we come home for the rest of the year with Detroit on Christmas. Another short week.
We'll see after tomorrow, I guess.
I'm gonna give that Detroit Christmas game a W.
Okay. I mean, then we're probably taking the L tomorrow because I don't think we sweep them, but we'll see.
And then we have to play week 18. We don't know if it's going to be Saturday or Sunday. We play Green Bay here at home.
Green Bay at this point, they might be resting starters, whereas we're trying to get all of our starters some healthy reps. So maybe it's a dub, probably a dub. But if we have to play a full squad Green Bay, probably not a dub.
So we're probably looking at a 10-7 record.
At best, which is what I said going into the season. If we could stay healthy, we should be a 10-7 team, but it's probably going to be more realistically a 7 or 8 win team.
Well, Mitch, here's the thing. JJ McCarthy has never lost a game in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. And Yinzer, you should have beaten the Packers. Come on. I would have loved to have seen Rodgers get his revenge.
Yeah.
But
Pittsburgh was kind of I mean, they really looked like the better team for almost 3 quarters of that game. But yeah, Green Bay really came in the second half.
So, um, we also have been discussing before we went on the air about possible trade situations.
Yes.
Um, Supposedly, the Vikings have inquired about one Kirk Cousins. Jesus Christ.
I have not seen a legitimate source outside of NFC North, the news, and that is a satire page. I have not seen a legitimate source saying that we've called asking for Kirk Cousins.
We've also called asking about Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston.
Same thing. I haven't seen anything like I follow probably 4 or 5 different Viking beat writers on Facebook, or not on Facebook, on Twitter, like Wolfson, Alec Lewis, stuff like that. None of them have said anything. Like Schefter, they haven't said it's all these like sports skeetas and NFC North news pages that are saying it. So I don't buy
So
it for a second.
if we trade Russell Wilson for a 2026 second round pick, we win that trade easily.
Excuse you?
Yeah, we win that trade according. I'll show you. So
If we give up a second rounder for Russell Wilson, uh, I can't see it because my screen's a little small. But if it's suggesting that we want to trade if we give up a second rounder for Russell Wilson, that's no, maybe a seventh rounder.
all right, let's see what we do with like the seventh round from Houston. They won't give him up for that cheap. But let's see about.
I wouldn't give up anything more than a sixth. Russell Wilson's a bum, and he's in the last year of his career, or maybe last 2 years of his career.
All right, let's see what happens if we get the Falcons in here for Mr. Kirk Cousins. What'll happen then? Kirk Cousins for a second rounder.
No, that's a terrible, terrible trade. We are not giving up a top 3 round pick for a 1 year vet quarterback to be benched behind McCarthy.
I don't know why people want Cousins back.
No one does. No one does. It's all these bullshit satire pages that are trying to push it because it gets clicks. No, I don't know. I was a staunch Kirk supporter. I don't know anybody that wants Kirk back.
I was a staunch supporter. I don't want him back because he was also very polarizing.
I mean, he's fine. He's not fine in Atlanta. He sucks in Atlanta, and he's got good receivers. Even Penix could make him look good, but
He went
no,
there.
it's not happening.
Yeah, he went there under the false pretenses that he was going to be the starter, and then they went and go and draft Michael Penix.
Right. Which womp
And,
womp. That's what he gets for
and
choosing the money.
and they have a $45 million Pine Rider.
Well, guess what? Deshaun Watson carries an $80 million cap hit for the Browns next year. So,
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
have fun with that one.
No excuses on that end. There
No,
is
if we're going to bring in a vet quarterback, you bring Howell back because he spent the entire summer learning this offense, going through training camp, playing in the preseason. Again, he's going to be on the bench until McCarthy, or not until, God, I shouldn't say that, but unless McCarthy gets hurt again, he's not going to see the field. So this whole trade for not happening.
no. I don't think we're going to trade for a quarterback unless McCarthy has a bigger issue. Then we're just going to have Grossman on the roster, and then we need to get somebody in here stat.
Well, what was that, Wolford or whatever the heck guy that was just brought out of the practice squad?
Who the fuck is he?
I have no idea. I think he might have played for Wake Forest because there's a guy on my Facebook that's a big Wake Forest guy that was super pumped that we brought him in. But then again, you bring in somebody like did Rippon get signed by another team? Because he was here for a couple of years on our practice squad. He knows there's no need to bring in somebody that's been a constant track record. If there's any trades that are happening for the Vikings, it's us being sellers, not us giving up high picks to be buyers.
Yeah, so reserve injured Wolford. Let's see. That's the active. Practice squad. Cam Akers is on our practice squad. Fuck, let's sign him to the active.
He had a 33-yard touchdown.
John Wolford. Here we go. He's a quarterback out of Wake Forest.
Yeah, I knew it. There's
Dude's
no
only
other reason
30
why.
years old.
Had to be Wake Forest. That's funny.
Oh. He's been with the Jets, the Rams, the Bucks, and the Jags.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we were kind of talking with Winkleman before the show started about Kwesi and his value as a GM, and how there's a rumor that came out this last week saying that there's a little bit of bad blood between the GM and the ownership and KOC, and how KOC and the ownership are kind of sour on Kwesi's ability to bring in talent for them to work with and win with. And this might be his last season, blah, 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 blah. If you're giving up a second rounder for Kirk or Russell Wilson, you're absolutely sealing your fate. This is your last year as the Vikings GM. You're out of here, because that's absolutely a fireable offense.
Well, and then we were talking in the green room beforehand that when KOC and Kwesi were brought in, from the time the whole leadership dynamic was established to the time of the draft, they really only had 2 months. They couldn't scout their own people,
Yeah.
scout the way they want. They couldn't do anything. So pretty much this was a signature of our previous GM.
Mm-hmm. Well, not only that, but also the caveats as well of we were in cap hell and had a lot of departing free agents, so we had a lot of roster spots that we had to fill. So
yeah, and that year's pick didn't. I would say it really doesn't fall upon Kwesi's fault. The draft from 12 to 32, yes, the drop from 12 to 32, absolutely. Because rule one of any NFL GM, you don't send a draft pick intra-division. You don't.
yeah,
Especially one that we could have had, let's say, like Mark Andrews or somebody.
right. I'm not upset about the trade back. I'm not even upset about trading with a division rival. What I am so upset about was the return. Because if you're going to do both of those, you need to get an absolute premium return, and we did not get an absolute premium return.
Yeah. And the player that we had got from that drop did not want to pick up a playbook, wasn't NFL ready.
Broke his leg in half.
Oh, well, that one was just a freak accident.
Yeah. Thanks, London.
But when they had their first full season together and could scout the way they wanted to and do the pre-draft prep they wanted, Addison, I think, was the big, who the hell, why do we need this guy? And honestly, I really also wouldn't put the problems Addison has been facing off the field onto them. I mean, yes, could they have done a better character check? Yes. But no one expected this.
It's like, obviously, like, the NFL has an issue with players that do shit off the field that they shouldn't be doing. But unfortunately, like, it seems like the players that are the most physically talented are the ones that are kind of the most diva, because they've been so used to being good and getting special treatment growing up because they're so good. They don't know really how to act right. And so it's a fine line of like, hey, if we want these players that are going to be super talented and come in and help us win, are we willing to try to help give them guidance and coach them into being like better people on the team, or do you just kind of roll with it and say like, hey, it's a roll of the dice. If they fuck up, we just have to mitigate it and hope it's not
Right.
too serious.
So if we don't make the playoffs, should Kwesi be fired?
So again, Riegelman and I were kind of talking about this before the show started, and I am still a slight defender of Kwesi. Again, when you said his first draft sucked, the only one that we're still getting any production out of is Jalen Naylor, and he was like a 6th rounder. But then a second draft, you got Addison. I mean, he's drafted Reichert, who's one of the best kickers in the NFL. Last year, he drafted Kyrie Jackson, who we all expected to be really good, but he unfortunately was killed before the season started. I think Dallas Turner has been solid when he's gotten his snaps. He was on the bench basically all of last year behind Van Ginkel, so he didn't really get any reps. This year, he's, I think, only started like 5 or 6 games, and he's only 22. And again, he's been solid. He's got a handful of sacks, like he's got a handful of pressures. McCarthy, we'll see. We get to finally find out tomorrow again what he looks like because it's only going to be his 3rd start in the last season and a half. But then he drafted people in the mid to late rounds like Abram Dawkins, who's looked good when he's better than Allen and Hargrave have been this season. And the same thing with Levi Drake Rodriguez. He's been solid. So I think that they've actually had some solid looking young players. We just got to give them time to develop. He's crushed free agency again outside of Allen and Hargrave, but we all kind of knew those were risks because they were old. They're coming off injuries, but there are also contracts that you can kind of get out of with not a ton of dead cap. So I don't know. I feel like he's been okay. I'd give him one more draft, especially if we're going to have a losing season and we can finally get some high picks and not ones in the 20s and actually go after the kind of top end talent, and maybe see what he can do then. But I don't know.
Yeah. What's up, Darren?
So
So I also found this very interesting when I pulled up John Wolford's bio. John Wolford has some background with Kevin O'Connell and Wes Phillips.
I said this jokingly in the group chat, but I give it 2 weeks before Vikings fans start calling for him to start.
I don't know.
Wolford season.
he needs
One-
to tie a fucking buoy to his ankles and just already jump into Mississippi at this point.
But one of the things I also would not put on Kwesi, JJ McCarthy's injuries. I mean, the ankle injury the knee injury last year was a god fluke.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh,
That might be. Sorry, go ahead.
with the injury situation, I just feel like yeah, it's on Kwesi. Like, given the injury history with Jonathan Allen and Hargrave, like the money that they were given, and then you look at Brian Kelly, his concussion history, and then the 2nd year in a row, Aaron Jones getting banged up.
Yeah, but again, though, with like Allen Hargrave and Kelly, the contracts they were given are basically 1-year prove-it deals. I mean, Allen's is a little more steep in 2026 than the other two, but we can get rid of Kelly. I think only have like $4 million in dead cap next year and save like $10 million against the cap. And same thing with Hargrave. I think if we cut him, we can save like $9 to $11 million in dead cap or something like that, or in total cap, and have a minimum dead cap hit. And those were still like the top players in free agency. It just wasn't a great crop to work with. We brought in some of the people who were considered the best, but they were risks. But that's why we just kind of gave them like 1-year front-loaded deals. It just absolutely flopped in multiple areas, and it fucking sucks.
Like, especially like Kelly, like losing the fucking center. It's like,
Yeah. But Brandel, again, outside of that like bullshit where he got called for that bullshit trip, like he hasn't been terrible for not being a true center. He's had more good than bad. So just give him some snaps. But Kelly should be back in a week or two until he's not.
I mean, at this point, he just needs to wear the Guardian cap permanently.
100%. He does need to wear the Guardian cap.
I mean, it looks fucking stupid seeing Romeo Dobbs wear it, but if it gets the job done, fucking wear it.
The most fireable offense for Kwesi this last offseason, which goes for Flores as well, is just the sheer, I don't know, like overconfidence, I guess, in our secondary by saying like, oh, we have the players in place, we don't really need to do anything, and then we do nothing outside of Isaiah Rodgers, and our secondary is fucking abysmal.
They fucking came out and said that like towards the end of this offseason, going into preseason. I'm just like, fucking.
I'm floored. Like, I haven't really been on the Asante Samuel train, but I know he's still out there. And at this point, I don't know why we haven't looked at it. He must be fun.
And you know what pisses me off? Green Bay's looking at him.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't sign Jair. I was kind of wanting to bring him in just because, like, usually when we bring in Packers, they tend to play hard for a season. But he was a healthy scratch on Thursday.
Yep. And from what I'm hearing, Jeff Okudah is on the injury report.
He's ruled out.
I mean, football gods.
It's not even a loss. Yeah.
I mean, football gods got something right. I don't want to see that motherfucker on the field
Well, so my question, who do you think is going to be taking over? Is it going to be Nudie or is it going to be Vaughn?
I think it'll be Dwight.
Yeah. It's a Nudie action.
I think you got to go with Dwight.
Yeah, I want to see McLaughlin get some snaps for sure.
I mean, who else do you go, like Vaughn or?
Well, Vaughn's got the size, so I mean, if that's what you were getting with Okudah is pure size, like Vaughn's got that, but he's probably just as good as a cover as Okudah, which is not good at all.
Or you go with the guy on the practice squad who made some plays, Cleef, in the preseason.
I don't know.
He looked physical and played the ball on like fucking Okudah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Vaughn's physical.
Yeah. I think we need to look at our player health and performance division.
I think they need to look at the strength and conditioning coach and the O-line coach. Those are like two weaknesses.
The O-line coach is such an underrated top. Like, how I don't see that getting more attention than it does is crazy. Like, we've seen the players that we've gotten rid of over the last 2 years going to other teams and having like career high PFF grades. Right. And then we're bringing in players like School, who we've mentioned before was adored by Tampa fans, and Kelly and Fries, who last year were absolutely dominant. And then they're coming in here and just not performing to standards at all. I mean, Darrisaw's still really good. Right. O'Neill's really good, but again, they're oft injured.
Yeah. So the injury report is out for this week. So CJ Ham, Jeff Okudah, and Josh Oliver are out for this week.
So I want to know, did Christian Darrisaw and O'Neill flip a coin this week?
I don't know. Darrisaw,
you're hurt. No, you're hurt.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors.
It's like it's like Spider-Man, the meme when they're both going.
Right.
Yeah. So Darrisaw, Metellus, O'Neill, and Van Ginkel are both questionable. Are all questionable. Please, football gods, let Van Ginkel play.
So I think it was PA or someone on KFan who's close to the Vikings said Van Ginkel will be a go on Sunday.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
We need him. Everyone else: Allen, Grenard, Hargrave, JJ,
fucking
Rodgers,
Jonathan Allen, limited practice for what, dude?
Javon Hargrave. It was just
fucking rest.
Yes.
The fuck do you need rest for, dude?
His back hurts from stealing all that cash from us.
Fucking Hargrave rest. Oh my god.
We basically signed 2 more Davenports. This is essentially what happened.
Then it's got fucking Jay Ward, fucking his bullshit.
I'm gonna go from the bottom up for the Lions.
Personal reason.
So
Lions had a big out.
Terry and Arnold, one of their better defenders. He's going to be. I would say he's going to be not 100% because of his shoulder. A lot of
Then
nobodies.
they're
Kirby Joseph's out.
Yes, Kirby Joseph,
oh
one of
yeah.
their better safeties, is out.
Malcolm Rodriguez, their linebacker, has got a knee injury. Taylor
Hawkinson
Decker,
can play if you. Sorry.
This is going to be an interesting game now, especially with Kirby Joseph out.
and then their rookie edge with the hamstring, the
Yeah.
insurgent Muhammad
Yeah.
from Egypt, wherever the fuck he's from.
Yeah, Hawkinson can play fear free.
Yeah, and most of it's their defense.
Right. I am very excited. I'm probably getting ahead of myself in our topics here, but I'm so excited to finally see McCarthy with Addison because that's who had the main connection the whole offseason. So I'm excited, especially with Kirby Joseph out. That helps us out a little bit. Is Branch banged up too? Like, was he?
No,
I've been seeing things.
No, it wasn't on the injury report.
It was just that suspension or something.
Gotcha.
Hey, my VWO brother Joseph is out for this week because of a knee.
Yeah,
The
fucking
irony.
karma.
It's
Karma.
The irony.
it's kind of
It's
sad.
kind
to see
it's
Kirby
kind of
Joseph
like
out.
it's kind of like the football god said it's supposed to happen.
Adarian. I'm gonna give him an 80% confidence. I'm 80% confident in JJ.
I need to see more than 3 quarters, and I can
Yeah, I'm
give a
50-50.
honest take.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
50-50.
my God.
Like, so again, sorry.
It's all right. You can go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, it's a multitude of things. Like, he's got things in this next game that he didn't have in his first 2 starts. Like, he didn't have Darisaw, he didn't have Addison. Like, our O line was in shambles the first 2 games, and he had no protection. And as far as I know, we're gonna have 4 of our 5 starting O linemen, and Addison's not only back, but he's been back for a few weeks. So the rust is gone. He's been playing really well. So but now we're also going up against one of the best teams in the NFL, and it's not Atlanta, and it's not Chicago. So if this was against a lesser team like the Giants or like Dallas or something like that had a little bit weaker of a secondary, I'd be more confident. But it's going to be a really rough first start.
Yeah.
Or,
I'm
well,
going to share
third
my
start.
inner digs right here, and I'm going to say hello to one of my best friends, a guy who I've known since 2021, someone who I really respect in the VWO, who I'm proud to call a VW, not only just a VWO brother, but a friend and someone who I really look up to. Diggs Garza, what up, my friend? It's good to see you on this podcast. It's truly an honor to have you just watching, and hopefully sometime we'll get you on. It is good to see you, and we'll definitely be seeing you soon. Darian, I'm gonna pose this one to the panel. Do you think we're gonna pursue a QB in free agency?
If he gets hurt again this year, that might be O'Connell's out, especially if they're kind of panicking behind the scenes about him being the guy who's just like, oh, it's not because of his skill. He just can't stay healthy, and for that we have to move on, and they can use it as a scapegoat. But at the same time, if he does get hurt again this year, it's not a scapegoat, and he's clearly injury prone, which sucks because I don't think that was an issue in high school and college. And I guess he's just a little too. He's not even that small, really, but maybe he's just not big enough to take the hits that the NFC North delivers. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's also gonna be the first game that he's got all those weapons with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of them.
Didn't have Aaron Jones. Didn't have Adam Thielen. So he didn't have Addison. So I mean,
They had Jones and Thielen week 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thielen, we didn't have week 1, and we didn't have our good receiving core.
Fuck.
We had Thielen in week 1. We brought him in like 9 days before the season started.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
No, he had healthy. We just didn't have Addison and Darisaw.
Yeah, that's how you know it's been a long season for us Vikings fans.
Well, I don't know. Adam Thielen's looked like John Cena. I didn't see him.
Oh,
I haven't seen him at all this season. The most action I've seen Thielen get this year was last week when it was a blowout on Brosmer.
Yeah.
Darren, I gotta throw the flag. I gotta throw the flag.
All he got was the Max Brosmer ball.
The issue, though, is again like this last draft. Though, is who's coming out this year that the Vikings can say they're confident in taking with a high pick? Like, what's the QB class looking like? Are we going to end up going and trying to trade for like a fucking Trevor Lawrence or something dumb like that?
This year's quarterback draft class is
fucking Trevor Lawrence, fucking T-Law.
Abysmal?
I would say it's abysmal because Arch Manning's not going to come out unless.
Well, he's not good anyway.
Yeah, Texas is just falling off the face of the earth.
Arch is not good.
The only quarterback I would take a chance on is that Sellers kid from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, are we going to just develop Brosmer?
He's mobile and he's got a strong arm.
Okay.
Free agency or trade if we decide to go that route. I don't see us going that route.
Yeah.
Yeah, JJ, and it's going to be an interesting game to see, Eddie. Oh, we have Green Bay fans chiming in. Oh, okay.
See, that's the thing is like when McCarthy did have a semblance of a pocket, he was able to deliver some nice passes, and he did have 3 touchdowns in one quarter.
Tua? Nope.
No. Diggs, I love you, but Tua,
we're trying to move away from injury-prone players. Maybe Mac Jones, trade for Mac Jones.
Hey, now, say if we were to get Tua, would he be wearing the Guardian cap with Ryan Kelly? Would it be like
the Minnesota concussion protocols?
Just fucking get rid of Kwesi, fucking get a new GM. The GM gets the okay to change the name, and then we're called the concussion protocols.
We'd have to petition the NFL for extra IR spots.
Fucking Jeff Okudah needs a Guardian cap.
Yeah. No, but like again, seriously though, like Mac Jones, he's playing well in San Francisco right now with Brock Purdy being injured, but Brock Purdy's getting paid, so it's not like San Francisco is going to move on from him. If they decide to dangle Mac Jones as trade bait, do we see if KOC can continue it? And that would be like our Daniel Jones that we got rid of this year.
Daniel Jones has gotten hot in Indy, but they've also had some very good coaching.
And Jonathan Taylor.
Hey, I need him to stay hot. I'm looking forward to this comp pick.
I think he's already got it. I think if he starts this next game, that's it. He only needed to play 60% of snaps.
Yep.
Yeah, I also want to give a big shout out to someone we all know and love, or we did love when he was on the Vikings, Mr. Movie Cam Bynum. He's doing really well in Indy.
He is. We got rid of the wrong player.
Started on that.
We should have gotten. Yeah, I miss him, and I love seeing some of our former players, succeed, such as Cam Bynum.
We needed to keep Bynum and get rid of Murphy, and we did the exact opposite.
Exactly. I do hope Bynum eventually does come back to Vikings. Whether it be as a 1-year contract or a 1-day contract, and get his number retired and get inducted into the Viking Hall of Fame.
I mean, I'm fucking pissed. I got a fucking signed mini helmet from him.
Yeah.
I mean, at this rate, he needs to get to the fucking Super Bowl, like win a fucking ring, and be worth something.
Exactly. There have been some great comments in this. Diggs, thank you for some of the great comments. I really, you made my whole weekend.
I mean, worst case scenario, Eddie, is if JJ gets injured again, maybe he goes to the UFL.
As long as he plays for my St. Louis Battlehawks.
Yeah.
No, he'll play on the Michigan Panthers that no longer exist.
Oh yeah, fair.
No,
Oh, they don't exist anymore?
no, they got
No, fucking they got told that it was like a wrap over.
Oh no.
I was like, I was trolling Michigan fans. I was like, well, they could always move the team to Minnesota.
Oh, but so
Call us the
This is-
Minnesota Grey Wolves.
That was sweet.
well, we do have an arena football team coming, but they're going to be in Duluth.
I mean, we
I
did.
thought the one in St. Paul folded.
We did have.
Yeah.
Didn't we have the one in the 90s? The Pike.
They brought it back like a year ago and it folded before the season started.
What the
Yeah.
fuck, dude?
Yeah, so keys to the V. Obviously, one of the keys to the V that I think we all agree upon: protect JJ at all costs.
Yes. Yes.
I was also having some conversations, or I've seen in some other Minnesota Vikings groups. There are some people that are already calling JJ McCarthy a bust after he's only started 2 NFL games.
Meanwhile, again, Trevor Lawrence still gets excuses in year 5.
I mean,
Fuck Trevor Lawrence, dude.
but and here's the thing. Yes, we have not been lucky at quarterback in a long time. We haven't really drafted and developed a really good quarterback since, I would say,
Since Culpepper.
yeah, well, Culpepper, but I would also throw in Teddy Two Gloves.
No,
But really, you wouldn't put in Teddy Two Gloves?
nope,
Oh, interesting.
bust.
Yeah, he was never going to be more than mid. Vikings fans romanticize it because of his injury, and he had a couple like high yardage games, but he also way oversold throws. He was semi-mobile. He was never going to be more than mid. He was never going to be a franchise quarterback. He was going to be a quarterback that was good enough to get carried by what was then an elite defense, and that was it.
And
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs at the time that could catch anything.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get it. He got massively injured, and that can affect a quarterback, but it was his knee, it was not his arm, and he was never much of a thrower. And when he couldn't use his legs, he obviously couldn't fall back on his arm, and so that does not make a good quarterback.
And then when you try to overthrow, it'd be like really bad noodle arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we draft a quarterback, I would see either Dante Moore out of Oregon, or I'm going to also give another shout
Rodgers.
out to
or
Mendoza.
Mendoza kid from Indiana. I like him too.
Mendoza's is Heisman running. Let's get
Yeah,
him.
he's in the running for Heisman.
But
Too bad Drake Lindsay can't declare.
yeah. Cade Klubnik maybe would be a later round, but
I agree, Eddie. I think I mentioned this last week. We have like 10 picks next year. 5 of our first 5 picks need to be either corner or offensive line.
I would like to see somebody really strong and powerful come out for us. But protect JJ at all costs. The defense for Detroit is going to be, weakened just because, Kirby Joseph's going to be out. A good portion of their defense is going to be banged up and not at 100%. So let's keep exploiting their defense.
Yeah, I think one of the benefits to having Van Ginkel back is we can maybe use Dallas Turner more as a linebacker with Cashman, which I feel like he's almost better suited to that position anyway. And that can really help our run defense as we're going to need it because obviously Gibbs and Montgomery are fucking insane. And they're no matter who they play, they get theirs. And our run defense has not been great, but that at least helps a little bit. So
Yeah.
pace has obviously not been it this year.
And we just need to keep airing out the ball. We cannot just run, pass. We need to have, some sort of steady presence.
We're not even running it. Sorry, go ahead.
If our scheme's not working, why aren't we changing the scheme to something that's going to work with what we have?
Yeah.
That's my thing is like KLC's not making these adjustments. It's fucking frustrating.
Yeah. I kind of defended him last week, and I'll do it again. Like the plays he's drawing up are working. Our receivers are getting open, but our quarterback can't deliver a fucking ball to save his life. Like we said versus the Eagles game, like there were two throws where if Wentz hits Addison in stride, they're walk-in touchdowns. Yeah. But Addison's having to literally stop and come back and fall to catch the ball. Like so, I don't think it's KLC's play calling. We just haven't had a quarterback that can accurately deliver on these plays that are working. And like every time we see these replays, it's like, oh, there's TJ Ham in the flat who's wide open. Oh, hey, there's Addison in the flat who's wide open and he's getting missed. Or there is Addison and he is throwing it to him, but again, he has to come back 4 yards to catch the ball. Like,
hey Luca, I said it again. Adam Thielen looks like John Cena.
I mean, we gave up, a 2026 7th or something like that. It was like a nothing, or I don't even think we gave it up. I think it was a pick swap or something like that. Like it was a 0, all gain, no loss trade.
Brent, thank you. Thank you.
Those picks could have added up to a future UDFA.
I knew going into the season that that McCarthy was going to have the shortest of leashes. Like this, the one thing I can't fucking stand about Vikings fan base is they just hate no matter who's at quarterback. Like half the fan base hated Kirk, even though he was statistically really good, but we couldn't win. And then you bring in Sam Darnold, who's really good, and he's winning, but he gets shit on the second we lose in the playoffs. And the second he starts looking good in Seattle, is again immediate buyers. Someone's like, oh, we should have kept him from the same people that said if Kwesi signed him for $45 million a year that he should have been fired. Like we're just never happy. And now we finally draft a quarterback. We finally have a coach who's committed to playing that quarterback. And Vikings fans give it 2 starts before they're like, nope, he sucks. Move on. Fire KOC. Replace the quarterback. Like you gotta give like Drake May last year had 15 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and he did not look good. And now he's like top 3 in MVP convo. Same thing with fucking Bo Nix. He had a really weak first 9 games last year, and then the second half he played well, and this year he's playing well. Like we have zero ability to draft and develop without losing our minds, and it pisses me off. If you want to bitch about his injuries, fine. But my God, the kid had 2 starts with no O-line and 1 receiver, and he won one of those games and had 3 total touchdowns, and we still are just like, no, not it.
Yeah. There is one person I think we do need to look at heavily in the combine when it comes time. This guy out of Texas Tech right now has 10.5 sacks.
Jeez.
This, I would say we definitely need to look at him.
Yeah.
He has supposedly a 4.5 240.
I don't care about a 40.
I would say this David Bailey out of Texas Tech maybe could help us, especially since possibly we say this every year, but he always surprises us, and this could be Harry's last year. Will it
has to
be? We
be.
don't know.
I hope to God it is.
So
he's playing terribly this year.
So you're saying this guy can play safety?
This guy could play safety. This is from NFL Draft Buzz. And he's compared to Dallas Turner, who's a Viking.
Well, that makes no sense. So, what position is he listed at? If he could, is he an edge or is he a linebacker? Is he a safety?
Linebacker edge.
But would play safety.
I think he could.
Well, that doesn't make sense. No, we don't need a fucking D line. We need O line and we need secondary.
Hmm. We always have to look ahead, Luca. We always have to look ahead.
I shouldn't say we don't need D line, but it's definitely not in the top 2 list of priority. We need, obviously, like we've been talking about all show, Darisaw and O'Neal can't stay healthy. Kelly can't stay healthy. We need players to, I mean, and O'Neal's 30, about to be 31. Like, we need to start looking at the future for the O line, and we
Yeah.
need just any secondary. Metellus has been brutal. Smith's been brutal. Murphy's been brutal. The only one who's been consistent is Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah. So we are going to go with our score predictions. And Darren, representing Skull Game 365 podcast, who is on later this evening, we're going to start off with you.
I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that this game's gonna be a mugging.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's gonna suck. It's gonna be a long day.
I'm gonna say a nice mugging, 35 to fucking 6. I don't know. I didn't want to throw out the 50 burger. But party with Smoot beat me to it with the 60 burger.
Oh my god.
He said 69-0 Vikings.
6-7.
I don't know if the Vikings can pull off 69-0, dude.
Matthew?
I'm not going to say the Lions are going to get a 50 burger, but I am going to say the Lions are going to win 42-13.
Damn.
All right. It's time for my homer pick. First, I'm going to start with the homer pick, but I'm going to go 6-7.
6-7.
Lions, nothing. My realistic pick is going to be 27-23 Minnesota. And JJ keeps his record intact in Michigan.
Yeah, that's the thing about those records is like he had only lost 1 game since high school or something like that. Well, as a starter in the NFL, he's 1-1. So
Oh man,
42-7. Which way though, Luca?
Viking. He said Vikings.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with my little thanks to Luca, Eddie, especially Diggs, some of my VWO family. You guys
Was it?
showing up for this podcast has not only made my day, but it's put a very big smile on my face. And thank you guys for coming out and showing your love, interacting. This means the world to Rob and I. Rob's not here because it's another
He's
damn bad MRE.
He's got bellyache.
But thank you guys so much, and thank you all of you guys who have tuned in and interacted, whether you're a Packer fan, Steelers fan, whatever your colors. Thank you very much for coming on and just showing your love. 80 people. Thank you so much.
We do still have a few minutes. Do we want to just quick go over what we predict for the rest of the division? Because we all play at noon tomorrow.
I'm going to say the Packers lose. The Bears lose. There you go.
Gotcha.
Matthew, what do you think?
Oh, I don't know who they're playing. I was just to see if we want to just go through that list of 3 games and then.
Trying to think who the Bears play. I know the Packers play the Panthers.
Okay, so Packers are going to win, obviously.
I don't know. I think the Panthers, that could be a trap game.
Panthers-
because the Panthers only play well against tough teams. And they
But are the
lose
Panthers starting Dalton?
Yes.
the Red Rifle.
Yeah.
Smoot, thank you so much. Yeah. Thank
See,
you,
Eddie? Great
Packers
minds.
trap game.
Yeah, great minds think alike, Eddie.
Who does Detroit play?
Detroit plays the Thielens.
The who?
The Thielens.
I thought you said the Thielens.
The Bears play the Bengals tomorrow.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
Bears might drop that one. Flacco's been decent.
Another trap game.
Yeah. But so Matthew, I'm gonna have you go next with your final thoughts.
Yeah, kind of just like what I was saying earlier. We have a really tough schedule coming up, and our defense is just not what we were hoping it was going to be when we paid for it. Our secondary is abysmal, and Hargrave and Allen aren't very good. What I'm looking for the rest of the season, and I guess starting tomorrow, is at least McCarthy looking like he could be the franchise. Like, if we win 7 games this season, but McCarthy looks good, and it's other areas that are like, okay, well, whatever, we can cut that fat and move on and build. I'm okay with that. If the team falls apart and McCarthy sucks, then we're going to have a really long season. It's going to be looking like another rebuild season next year. So,
Yeah. Darren, Scully, thoughts?
What I want to see is Wes Phillips calling the plays, calling the shots.
Okay. That's a good idea.
I mean, we pay this dude to fucking drink and drive.
Well, then when we had Zimmer, and we had our defensive coordinator then, but Zimmer was the guy.
Zimmer was
Fucking-
on hijack there.
And
Alright,
Zimmer was
sure.
also an alcoholic.
Yeah, fucking red face, fucking double eye patch. Fucking the double eye patch.
I
Right.
would like Tice back with his pencil behind the ear and the gum.
Oh, fuck Tice, dude.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Childress back.
Frazier. Bring back Frazier.
I'd rather have Childress and Frazier back. That was that team in 09, man.
Wait till the Browns fire Kevin McCarthy. Wow, what did I just space on his name?
Stefanski.
Stefanski, yeah.
Can we dig up Denny Green and bring him back to life?
Oh, I fucking wish.
Just weekend at Bernie's, though.
But his press conferences would be interesting.
Yeah, right. All right, well, tomorrow's going to fucking suck.
No.
We'll talk it.
We need to resurrect Jerry Burns. Burnsy.
Or Buddy. Oh, Buddy.
Yeah, bring back Bud. Yeah, bring back Bud.
Bud, Burnsy. They all can just be on the staff.
Right. All right, well, Skull.
Skull. Have a great weekend, everybody. Let's weekend at Bernie's it.
Skull to the Power Bowl, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.